As a wildlife photographer, I've had my fair share of challenges in trying to conceal myself in order to get the photo. Most animals see us humans as a threat or as a predator. Whether an animal is a predator or prey, they all have their unique abilities to blend in with their surroundings. In other words, known as camouflage. Many predators make their living by it. Let's start off with how animals see the world. Each eye has a ratio of rods and cones. Rods are for gathering light, and cones are for gathering color. The ratio of rods and cones in an animal's eye determines when they're more active. This alone can help you understand how your wildlife subjects sees the world. Animals that are more active during the day have the need for more color over night vision. Animals that are more active around dawn and dusk, they have a more even ratio of rods and cones. Birds and insects actually have us beat when it comes to seeing different colors. But in the world of mammals, they only see a very small spectrum of colors, and some see none at all. This is why hunters can get away with using blaze orange. The hoofed mammals see the color orange and red as a shade of gray. Now the wolves, coyotes, and foxes are also red and green colorblind. Bears, on the other hand, have a very similar vision to us humans. We as wildlife photographers, along with hunters, have so many different types of camouflage to choose from. So, where do you start? Let's start by looking at how nature uses camouflage. Take, for instance, the owl, the silent hunter. Their feathers are designed to blend in with their surroundings, just like a coyote's coat. They need an edge when it comes to ambushing and stalking their prey. A lot of modern day camo patterns are a work of art. With a tree branch there and a cattail here, they look good to us humans, but a specific detailed pattern like this is not as versatile as a breakup pattern. Now, nature uses breakup patterns. As you can see here, example of a breakup pattern. Keep in mind, all you want to do is break up the human form. Some of the brands I use are Sitka, Natural Gear, and Predator Camo. Their patterns focus more on a balance of mid-tones with highlights and shadows instead of focusing on a specific environment. Let's take a look at a few examples. This first example is from less than 30 yards away using this particular breakup pattern. It's meant for wooded and brushy areas. For this next example, this is a breakup pattern that is used more for marsh and grasslands, which you can see an example that I'm holding up here. This pattern was used in this picture that I'm going to show you. This picture was from around 60 yards away. Now, another type of camo pattern is what I'm wearing here, solid colors. Solid colors work great as well as all these other different types of breakup patterns. Believe it or not, camouflage is not the only answer when trying to photograph wildlife. Most of the time, when I photograph wildlife, the wildlife actually knows that I'm in the area. Camouflage helps to break up the human form, but more importantly, you need to watch, listen for the different behaviors that the wildlife subjects might be showing, and back off if they're showing any signs of distress. I always put the animal's welfare above the photo. I hope you've learned a few more tips and tricks that you can use while out photographing or observing wildlife. Because remember, seeing wildlife in their natural habitat is a true privilege.